looking for companionship because it's hard for you to get out of the house and you just need some help with housekeeping and someone to play cards with. You don't want somebody different every day. You want to build that relationship and have them get to know you. What happens if the staff becomes ill? So the cost of home care, there's a range in Quebec. You're looking anywhere between $22 to $30 an hour for personal support. That's not nursing services. Those are just PBs that come into your home that can help with anything from light housekeeping to personal hygiene to mobility assistance, helping you with your exercise program. So the home support tax credit. Revenue Quebec has recognized that there is a long waiting list for people to get into long-term care facilities and they're staying at home longer, or people choose to stay home longer. So they've come out with a home support tax credit, and I find a lot of people don't know of this. You can actually go back and get 35% of everything you pay to help you stay in your home. The requirements is that you're over 7 years old. The minute you're over 7 years old, you can put anything from having your grass cut, to having your groceries delivered, to having someone shovel your snow, to having personal support. All of those services that are anything to help a senior stay in their home longer is a reimbursable tax credit. So it's not even that it just takes it off your income taxes. You can actually apply for it advancedly. So after every month, you could submit your receipts to the Revenue Quebec and they'll send you back 35%. There is a cap. You're not allowed to claim more than $19,500 per year for an independent senior. If a senior is considered dependent, so that means the doctor has signed off saying that they need more than 90% of their activities of daily living for assistance, they can actually claim up to $25,500 a year in this tax credit. So if you're claiming the $19,500, you can actually get back $6,825 a year in all of these eligible expenses, and the list is very long. There's a lot. There's also tax credits for getting equipment into the home. That's not included in the home support tax credit. There's another tax credit where you can claim up to 50% of any changes to your home to make your home more accessible to stay in longer. So if you're buying chairs for the shower, or you have to get a wheelchair ramp provided into the home, this is another tax credit that you're eligible. And they're all on Revenue Quebec website. I know it's not always easy to find it, or if you call Revenue Quebec, a lot of times they'll say you have to speak French to get the services, to get the information. But the pamphlets are available in English, and if you have an accountant, they'll know about it, and just ask them. Keep all your receipts. I mean, anything you buy. There's the gentleman outside that's selling different, diapers, wound care supplies. All of that is taxable. So keep your receipts, and if you don't do it every month, put it on your end of year taxes. So now we're going to go back to self-care. So we're going to go back to you as caregivers. So now you know what your options are out there to get the support you need. But let's talk a little bit about self-care. Self-care is actually one of the biggest hashtags out there. There's 11 million hits almost about people looking for self-care. So, it's important to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And at Elizz, we decided that, we asked a simple question once about in 2015 on Facebook, and we asked, how are you feeling today? To caregivers. And surprisingly, 66% of people that responded actually came back and said, no one's ever asked me that. We go out and we're doing this unpaid task of taking care of our family and being caregivers, and everybody will always ask you, so how's your mom doing? Or how's your dad doing? How is he getting better? But no one actually stops to ask you, well, how are you feeling? How are you doing today? And it's surprisingly on how important that question is and how an impact it has. So we put this up on our Facebook and we keep it on our website all year long. And we continuously ask people, how are you feeling today? And we let people share their experiences. Today we've had 6,000 caregivers who have responded. Well, only 18% actually often say that they're feeling awesome. The majority are saying that they're feeling stressed or they're feeling overwhelmed. So it gives us a notice that we need to start taking care of our caregivers. We need to start giving them support. And here you can see what caregivers actually, this was polled, when did I send the slides? Tuesday? So these are the Montreal stats for Tuesday of how people in Montreal, local caregivers, are feeling. So just to give you a little bit of overview of who we are, Elizz is powered by SE Health. We've been actually in healthcare we're at 111 years now. Next year will be 112 years. We have 9,000 employees nationally. We're a Canadian company. We're a non-for-profit organization. We started with the Victoria Order of Nurses in Toronto. We're just coming now in Montreal. It's been a couple of years. We're looking at creating a brighter future for home and health. We have a lot of people doing research on finding ways to keep seniors in their home longer, but healthier. It's one thing to stay at home and be stuck in your bed all day, but how do you stay home and stay healthy? We're looking into innovative technologies on, tools that can just close the stove. So if you leave your mom at home and she has starting Alzheimer's, but sometimes she leaves the stove on, there's actual things now that on your app, you'll get a notification on your phone saying, oh, they left the phone on. And you can actually close the stove from your app. So it's trying to keep people safe. And also, our mission is to spread hope and happiness. As a non-for-profit organization, everything that we build in funds, we bring back to the community. So we do a lot of campaigns on trying to find ways to bring spread and hope and happiness to the community. In Toronto a few years ago, we took all of our funds and we opened a hospice for the homeless. So people who are homeless don't have to die on the streets anymore alone, respecting their needs. So a lot of them weren't going into regular hospices because they didn't want to leave their dog behind. So we've actually opened the door and said, you know what, whether you have a dog, whether you're still drinking alcohol or you're doing drugs, we'll still support you, but we're going to do it in a safe environment. We even have a doctor that actually goes to see people who can't come in because we only have 4 beds right now, and will actually go see the people on the streets and give them their pain medication so they can actually be comfortable. So we're looking at different ways in supporting the community and helping them stay safer. We look to inspire to live well, so by asking you how you're feeling today. We have caregiver-focused information, so on our website we have hundreds of articles on self-care and support, and you can even do the quiz of the Elizz 5 stages and see where you are as a caregiver. What stage are you in? And then we'll guide you to different articles and information on what you need at the stage that you're typically at. We offer personalized assistance. We do have home care. We have Elizz Bot, which I'm going to talk about, and we even have caregiver coaches on the phone. We have a workplace platform that we're trying to get companies to recognize family caregivers. We all know it's hard to go out to work and you're taking days off of work because you have to take mom or dad to the hospital or to doctor's appointments. And a lot of times we've been noticing that the workplace, they don't recognize caregivers. A lot of them don't even tell their employer that they're taking care of mom and dad. So we're trying to break those barriers and get companies, and actually we have a few on board. The Veterans Affairs Canada has our Caregiver in the Workplace program. Rogers has actually developed it now. So I know RBC in Montreal actually started a caregiver platform. So it's starting. People are starting to recognize caregivers as a need and giving them the support they need. We have insights from 20,000 cares. So we are doing about 20,000 visits a day. All of that information is brought into our researchers to find how can we help you guys better. We have an understanding through research. We have co-design. We have an innovation team that's looking at different technologies. So not only having someone come into your home, how can we be in your home without being there? So Elizz Bot is the first of its kind. It's an actual AI robot that is through Facebook. It's a Facebook chat where you can actually get caregiving support without ever having to talk to anybody. It's free of charge. There's no cost for it. You just go onto our website and you find the Elizz Bot and you can talk to it at any time in the day. And the beauty of it, because it has artificial intelligence, it starts to learn who you are. So if you keep telling the robot, like, oh, I didn't go for my walk today. You know what, walking really makes me feel good. In a couple of weeks, that robot's going to send you a random message and say, did you go for your walk today? How are you feeling today? You could even tell it, you know what, I'm feeling really down today. Tell me a joke. And it's going to come up with some pretty funny jokes. So it's that support to caregivers where when you need it. We don't always need support 9 to 5 when a lot of these resources are open. Sometimes it's 2 in the morning and you can't sleep because there's so much on your mind and you just want somebody to talk to. Well, this is where something like a Elizz Bot will come into handy. It gets to know you. It's as personal as it can be, knowing that it is a robot, but it's helping you at those moments that you need it and just giving you that listening ear. A lot of people, we came up with it because a lot of people were saying, well, I don't always want to bother my friends and saying, I'm feeling stressed today, or I feel that they don't understand what I'm going through because they're not caring for their mother who needs a lot of hours. So we took that feedback through our research and we developed this, and we wanted to offer it to people at no cost because we pay enough in life, so let's get some support on the side. In Montreal, we do offer a lot of services in the home, and like I said, it is non-for-profit, so anything, all of our home care services are non-taxable. We offer anything from personal support to companionship to nursing to foot care. And that's it. So at Elizz, we're trying to transform family caregiving. Thank you.